Yo guys, what is up? My name is Jeracraft and I'm so glad you guys joined us today for this epic Minecraft transformation. As you guys may already know, I've recently started transforming some of your Minecraft builds, and in the last transformation video, the majority of you guys voted for a jungle themed adventure, which is just great as I've always wanted to see what it would look like to upgrade the default Minecraft jungle. Today, not only will I be transforming this epic themed fortress sent in by Charles, we're also going to be exploring and adventuring into probably one of the most epic jungle themed builds I've ever posted on this channel. So if you guys are ready, just sit back, relax and enjoy as we venture into this brand new epic jungle themed fantasy. Right guys, so today's adventurous journey begins with the original build sent in by Charles Floden, and the reason I chose this build is really because I love how he's been inspired by some of my creations. He has the fire pots, bone spikes, plenty of little details, as well as even the stained glass effect surrounding the fortress, and I really do think this project has a lot of potential to become something pretty epic. Now you guys know I've been doing a ton of giant cavern style builds, but I still do want to try and create an open jungle themed cavern with the use of course of World Painter. And this is pretty much what we've discovered. I mean, just imagine coming across an open cavern like this one in the default version of Minecraft. It would be absolutely crazy. But to be honest with you, the only issue with building like this is that I still haven't figured out how to fix the top part of the cave, which turns out to be completely flat. So to start the transformation, I'm just going to manually fix as much of the cave surface as possible. Our main focus at this point is just to really make this cave feel like it's overgrown, full of life and vegetation. I even went as far as to adding in giant roots and branches just piercing through the cavern walls. Now when it comes to the original build, apart from the fact I somehow have to transform this into a jungle theme, I also have to somehow incorporate the green stained glass, which I did by adding in some waterfalls and even some sort of dirty green pond water just at the very bottom of the cavern. To really finish off the cave details, I actually got into adding in some fungal style mushrooms just growing on the side of the cavern walls. I used this technique once on the giant tree project, and I think it would work really well for this project too, just with a slightly different color scheme. Right guys, now this is where things start to get really interesting. We're first going to extract this fortress style temple and place it right at the center of this colossal jungle style cave. Before we actually start transforming the build, I need to make sure we have some decent landscape surrounding the fortress, and also make sure we grant access to the fortress with the use of this really nifty looking suspension bridge. This kind of style works well, and it gives me this sort of Indiana Jones style adventure vibes, which I really like. So I actually went ahead and built a path that actually allows you to travel through the entire cave, building some extra bridges and really making this project feel adventurous. Right guys, it is now finally time to start transforming the fortress, and I'm gonna tell you right away, I got super carried away with this transformation. I especially wanted this project to look somewhat like an ancient tribal style temple. I pretty much added tons of crazy looking patterns and designs using all sorts of blocks to really make this project look as colorful as possible. But apart from that, there was still plenty of extra space across the roof of this project to make for one massive transformation. Now I got a ton of inspiration from the Zandalari and Gurubashi trolls from the World of Warcraft franchise, which I think helped motivate me into building to such an extent. Now I really love how this is starting to come together, and despite all the changes, I've still tried to keep to some of the original ideas. The same fireball still burns bright right at the top of the tower, as well as the green colored waterfall just pouring out of each side of the temple. And as for those incredible bone spikes, I'm still keeping the same idea. The only difference is I've redesigned them and built them into each corner of the build, as opposed to having them on each side. I think this project has been a lot of fun to put together, and with all those final details complete, I think it's time I proudly present to you my version of an epic troll-inspired, fantasy-themed jungle.
This was our land. We, Amani, was here before anyone. The elves and their alliance came to drive us out. The Amani never give up. We never forget. We never die. This is our land. You wanna stay? You stay here forever. We gonna bury you here.
Right guys, if you want to get your hands on this creation, head over to www.jeracraft.net for access to all my projects since 2014. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. This is Jeracraft, over and out.